at some point we all have to take ownership of our own health and well-being, and whilst organisations and the NHS included can help support people, at some point it's the individual who has to take ownership. And the fact that these young people have taken ownership of their own health and well-being through volunteering, for example, is absolutely terrific, and it's the right way.
Ignite and Inspire is a series of uplifting stories commissioned by Help for Health that explores some of the mental health issues facing young people.
So Help for Health Today are a grant-making organisation that provides sums of money, right from the lowest perhaps being a couple of £100 up to, I don't know if I'm, can I say how much?
Yep,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Right up to in the millions, basically, for different projects right across the area, supporting things that will benefit the public's health and well-being.
This series of 7 programmes recounts the stories of young people who have overcome challenges in their own lives and gone on to help and inspire others.
I think that the health landscape is changing all of the time, and this is a really exciting project to give us an opportunity to focus particularly on young people and particularly on mental health. Mental health has been around forever, it's not new, but it is talked about more now, and there's more opportunities to get involved with supporting young people's mental health. And one of the biggest ways, as we know, that supports that is for young people to see other people telling their stories. Because if they're not telling their stories, if somebody isn't being brave enough to say, okay, this is what happened to me, it's quite isolating to deal with it on your own. So it's a really powerful project. I think it's really exciting that the young people that have done this have been brave enough to put their stories forward and to share it. And particularly for people in this area, you know, that person comes from round the corner from me or down the road. And that's really powerful as well for them to see those kinds of stories being told.
In this programme, a group of young people discuss their experiences in volunteering with Ignite project leader Jenny Hodson and Help for Health chairman Andrew Milner, exploring how helping others can be a rewarding experience that has contributed to their own personal development.
I believe most of you have done some volunteering. Is this something you've all found has been useful to your life, and what skills have you got out of it?
Well, I found it a massive confidence builder doing volunteering. I'm Jessica Pearson. I work for Vanel on the Ignite project at the minute. I live in Cleethorpes, grown up here, and I've just finished my Masters from the University of Sheffield in International Development and Environmental Change. Because before I did it, I found it really daunting, the idea of going into the world of work. I didn't think I'd be good enough for anything really, didn't trust myself with responsibility. But through doing fundraising events and organising my own events and things that I also found that I was interested in, that's massively helped me with my confidence. And then coming into the job role that I'm doing now, it's been perfect really. Yeah. So at the minute we've got quite a few different projects, but specifically I'm working with the youth service to provide sanitary products, hopefully environmentally friendly sanitary products, to girls that need them and can't afford them themselves.
Sean, what sort of things have you done?
I found volunteering has helped obviously with the confidence as well as the social side. You meet new people, and you learn how to deal with their problems and their conditions.
I'm Sean Trust, and I live in Grimsby.
And I understand you're involved in volunteering already?
Yeah, I volunteer at a community social enterprise garden centre and as a handyman.
So what sort of things are you looking at doing so that it helps support other people as well, I believe?
Helping to get this social stigma of learning difficulties and disabilities, and because I've suffered from that in the past, and I'm trying to counterbalance that.
And I understand you've got a project that you're starting with Ignite.
Yeah, it's a woodwork, to teach woodwork to various people with disabilities or who are just lonely, want to get out.
Right, Ignite is a 3-year funded project through the big lottery funding. It's to work with young people to help them become leaders within their community, to help young people learn to campaign within their community, work on issues that young people feel are important to young people, and to break down the barriers of what the community sees young people as.
What I found was in my village there is absolutely nothing for young people. So I'm hoping to start up a youth club in my local area.
So I'm Lydia Day. I'm from the University of Hull and I study youth work and community development.
When I was young, I attended it and there was loads of people going. So the social skills, the community skills, everything that you gain from that has now been taken away from the young people. So what I'm trying to find is what the young people want, because there's no point me putting something on if they don't want it. So that's a big thing that I'm trying to find, is what the young people want to gain from it, what skills do they want, so that I can help provide that.
So I volunteer to give back to the community because they helped me decide what I wanted to do. So I think it's important to help the young people, help them decide what they want to do.
It's very interesting, volunteering, isn't it? Because people from the outside may think that it's entirely about doing something for somebody else. But it's also quite a good, positive, selfish experience in terms of personal development. And certainly I remember when I started volunteering, learning how to chair a meeting, for example, or speak in public, meeting other people, as well as doing something for other people as well. And I think the skills that are developed when volunteering are really very important in life.
I first started volunteering when I was at college, just as a way to get experience of different things, and again to help with confidence, because I used to be a very shy person. I used to just not be able to talk to people. My name's Kirsty and I work at Vernell as part of the Ignite team. So yeah, it was during my time at college that I used to just give a couple of hours a week. I started actually volunteering at the tea bar in the Magistrates Court, which was run by St Andrew's Hospice. And just mixing with so many different people, it did really help me.
I don't know whether anybody else noticed, but the minute you mentioned the volunteering opportunity you did, your whole posture came up with a big smile and a big beam, and with a lot of people of all ages, when they're talking about what volunteering they've done, you actually see a change in their facial expression and something brighter about the whole body posture that about what they've done. I mean, have you all found that it gives you something, that gives you that buzz, that excitement, that happy memories even? Just.
But don't you think that when you're undertaking a task in a voluntary, well, whether it's a voluntary or paid for that matter, but in a voluntary way, you've just said, I was just making tea or just making coffee, and then you've described something which is much bigger than that, because you were communicating with people. And if you put that smile on your face, which you've just had as well, that's going to cheer people up, because that's have them smiling, you see. So you're actually providing a much broader service than just making tea and coffee. And I think you find that you've got the fundraising activity taking place later this year to support testicular cancer. You watch the people who are involved, see if they're smiling, and see if they're having fun. It's more than just the activity itself.
It might not be after 12 hours of running across on the bridge, but...
Well, I'm an optimist.
The effort makes.
But you take my point, it's more than just the very simple activity as it's initially described. There's so much more that you're doing there than you realise, really, I think, sometimes as a volunteer.
My name's Kieran Vines. I'm at Grimsby Institute and I'm studying UPS, which is military, like fire and police.
And I understand you do some volunteering at the moment.
I volunteered to help raise awareness and money for testicular cancer.
Another aspect about volunteering is time. So young people have busy lives. How do you find the time, all of you, to be able to do any volunteering?
Well, with our last volunteering, the football event, we were quite pushed for time. I don't know how long it was, I think it was like a month to plan it all. We were quite pushed for time, which we had to work as a team to get it all sorted.
Yeah, I'm Tom Baxter. I'm from Grimsby Institute and I'm studying Uniform Public Services.
That's right, yeah. So when did you find the actual time spaces, taking your lunches and your breaks? And
yeah,
things
lunches, breaks, just trying to sort all the posters and information out.
With this next event you're all organising, it looks like it's going to be a major time commitment for you all.
To be honest, the first one was a lot harder to plan than the first one simply because of time constraints. I think this one we've got a lot longer to get it done. I think we're doing it in May, I believe. So we've got a lot more time to do it, and obviously the previous one we only got like a month to plan it all.
Lewis Gray, and I'm at Grimsby Institute and I'm studying uniform services.
And I understand you do some volunteering at the moment.
Yeah, I do, yeah. And we're doing the bridge event that we're doing, a 12-hour run, and we've done a footballing event so far.
Managing time has been a lot less strained this time around, I think, compared to the previous, which was good because it showed that we can see errors and things that we need to improve with the previous and put that into place, and made it easier for ourselves.
So you found you've got a really good learning experience from doing a small project?
Yeah, particularly bad at timekeeping and just time management in general, so it's been helpful.
So it's not just about what you're doing for somebody else, you're also doing an awful lot for yourself as well.
Yeah. And I believe what you do is quite relaxing, and you're volunteering, it's something you enjoy doing, so you get quite a bit of relaxation and from the day of stress at work and things.
Yeah, it's good sort of positive mental well-being, physical well-being as well, and just that chance to have a positive impact on people's lives and give something to them.
At some point we all have to take ownership of our own health and well-being, and whilst organisations and the NHS included can help support people, at some point it's the individual who has to take ownership. And the fact that these young people have taken ownership of their own health and well-being through volunteering, for example, is absolutely terrific, and it's the right way.
At Vernell, we are a support organisation for voluntary and community groups and registered charities across the North East Lincolnshire area. We offer a range of different support to them, including volunteering, identifying volunteering opportunities for them, and helping them find volunteers to fill those opportunities. As many things as they can think of, we can offer. We support such a range of organisations, from cleaning up the beach and the river to actually cooking, providing catering services with a community group, for example, a community centre, brownies, scouts, all the uniform groups to help them find volunteers. So if we can't actually meet an opportunity that somebody's looking for, they can tell us the kind of volunteering they would like to do, and we can try and help work alongside our groups and organisations to create that opportunity for them.
If you would like to explore the benefits of volunteering, call the Ignite team at Voluntary Action North East Lincolnshire on 01472 231 123. You can view all the episodes in this series at vernell.org.uk or at billboardtv.uk. If you have been affected by any of the issues raised in this programme, you can get help from your GP or contact the Samaritans on 116 123. To apply for support for healthcare projects, contact helphealth.org.uk.